In this video, we are going to discuss about the UAE Tax Residency Certificate, why it is important, how you can obtain it, what is the process and the documentation required, and how we can help you obtain this certificate. So UAE Tax Residence Certificate for individuals is important if you are an expatriate who is living or working in the UAE, or you are an individual who is living in the UAE. If you're an individual who's living in the UAE and you get income from foreign countries, those foreign countries may apply withholding tax or TDS on those income. If that tax is deducted at a higher rate, then you stand to lose because there is effectively no corporate income tax in the UAE as of now. And even under the new regime, except for business income, the income of an individual is not liable to UAE corporate tax. So the more the withholding tax outside UAE, the more you lose. Therefore, if you have a tax residency certificate, you can get the benefit of the UAE tax treaty with that country and suffer a lower taxation in the overseas country. In the context of expatriate, why this is important is because if you are paying taxes on the global income in your host country or the country where you're a citizen, then getting this kind of a certificate and submitting it with the tax authorities there and claiming the tax residency of UAE, you can actually extinguish your liability in those countries. May not work for extinguishing the entire tax liability, but in many cases, it can definitely reduce your tax liability. Those are the benefits of this certificate. The next question is, what is the process of obtaining this certificate? Now, this certificate can be applied online and obtained, but to apply for this certificate, you need to submit certain documents which establish that you are a tax resident of UAE. Generally, tax residency is determined by the place of stay. So therefore, you have to give an entry and exit report. If you are saying that you are having income in the UAE, then basically you have to give the proof of your source of income, something that could be in the form of a salary certificate or a certificate of employment from your employer, or in some cases, where you are doing business, certain other documentation. The third is, if you are living in UAE, you may be owning a property or you may be living in a rented property. So you have to give a proof of your residence. In addition to this, normal documentation like passport, visa, etc. are also required to be given. Depending on the period of stay that you have in UAE, whether that is less than 90 days, whether it is between 90 and 182 days, or more than 182 days, your requirements to submit tax documentation might be different. In cases of people who are dependent on others and not earning income from UAE, certain documentation of the person on whom they are dependent are required to be given. So this was the broad procedure for the tax residency certificate, the documentation requirement. Like I mentioned, this is a very important certificate and that can help you reduce your taxes substantially, or even in some cases for countries like South Africa, it helps in your financial immigration. In case you want to get this certificate, you can make an application online, or you can take the help from our team, which will be more than happy to help you obtain the certificate and run through the process to decide which certificate you might be eligible for, if at all. What is the process outlined there and help you through the process. There's a government fees that has to be paid in 2 installments. One, when you make the application, and second, once your application is approved. That has to be paid, and that depends on whether you are a tax resident of UAE or you are not a tax resident of UAE. In case you need our assistance, you can contact us at the numbers which are given below and as well as in the description to this particular video. Till then, goodbye and see you in the next video where we will deal with more tax aspect relating to the UAE corporate tax laws.